Hello, my name is Brandon Rosenberg, and this is my plan for the additions and reparations that should be made to Central Park in New York City. Central Park was the first major landscape park in America. With that being said, most people wouldn't hesitate to say that they know this place or have heard about it from a friend or a family member. Being a resident of Manhattan, I spend most of my free time at the park, and since I live right around the block, I reside there frequently whenever I am home or not at school. Specifically, I go to the Great Lawn to do my work, hang out with my friends, or simply just to play sports. As you can see through these images, the lawn is one of the most beautiful places you can be on a beautiful spring day. This, however, is not the case when the weather is not so nice or if it's raining. On days like this, or when the weather is not so nice, since the park is mostly composed of just grass, there is just no simple way to relax and enjoy the park at its finest. So most people tend to stay away from the lawn on these days. Through my plan, I would like to implement gazebos. These gazebos would be spread across the park and across the lawn. In addition, I would like to implement picnic areas that would be covered by canopies, so this would attract more people to the park on such gloomy, rainy days. Another part of my plan is to implement city bike terminals across the park. This would encourage people to be active while also keeping the environment pollution free. There are no city bike terminals found inside the park, only on the outskirts of the area. There are people constantly walking, biking, and running through the park throughout the day. With all the people going through the park still, there are no modes of transportation located within the park. So this sustainable way of transportation would be a great addition to the park as a whole. In addition to adding these bikes, we will also be implementing separate paths for bikers and walkers to prevent them from colliding onto the roads and the paths of the park. These paths are extremely prevalent to the implementation of the city bikes I had previously discussed. With the new city bikes in place in the park, there will be a much greater volume of people in the park, and the lanes will help keep order. So the big question still remains: where will the funds come from for this project? State government should give a grant to the Central Park Conservancy. The Central Park Conservancy is the group that governs, restores, and maintains the park so that they are key to our project. By promoting these sustainable actions through my plan, the park will increase its revenue through the attendance that the park will see. But of all the things there is, the biggest part of my project is gaining the support of the New York City members. Getting the support of New York City and its citizens will be essential to helping me get the go-to for going through with my plan. Because at the end of the day, the needs of the people is what the park is trying to help, and as well as what my plan is trying to do. These are my plans for the improvement of Central Park, and with the addition to helping the people of New York City, my plan will increase sustainability and revenue for Central Park and the city of New York. Thank you for listening and tuning into my blog.